Man 18 here. Today I'm bringing you my 2018 NBA playoff predictions. And yeah, nothing much more to get into. So let's get into it. So, round one, we got the Houston Rockets and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference. First seed versus eighth seed, I have the Houston Rockets winning in 5 games. The Timberwolves, they have a talented roster. I have them getting a game. Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, an above average point guard and small forward, and Jeff Teague and Andrew Wiggins. So I have the Rockets in 5. Next up, we have the number 2 seed Warriors versus the number 7 seed Spurs. If Curry was playing, I'd have the Warriors sweeping them. But since Curry ain't playing, I have the Spurs taking a game because they have the greatest coach of all time. LaMarcus Aldridge, above average power forward. Probably a top 5 power forward this year, actually. But yeah, I have the Warriors in 5 games. Next up, we have the number 3 seed Trailblazers versus the number 6 seed New Orleans Pelicans. So this is going to be an interesting one. I think this one's going to be one of the best series of the first round because you got 2 MVP candidates going at it, Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis. So I have the Trailblazers in 6 games here. Even though they've been sucking it recently, I have them beating the Pelicans just because of depth. They have more depth than the Pelicans do. So yeah, I have the Trailblazers in 6. Next, the last one in the Western Conference first round, I have the Thunder versus the Jazz. Well, that's what the thing is. But I have the Thunder 6 in this one. They have too much of a talented roster. Yeah, the Jazz have been on fire, but I just think the Thunder will pull it off. They got home court advantage, so I have the Thunder in 6. All right, moving on to the Eastern Conference. The number 1 seed Raptors versus the number 8 seed Washington Wizards. I have the Raptors in 5. I don't think they're good enough to sweep the Wizards, so I have Wizards. John Wall, Bradley Beal. They can get a game, just one. So I have the Raptors moving on in 5 games. Next up, we have the number 2 seed Celtics versus the number 7 seed Bucks. I have the Celtics in 6 because no Kyrie Irving, obviously no Gordon Hayward. I'm pretty sure no Jaylen Brown. Um, and the Bucks, they got into the Antetokounmpo. They could win 2 games. So uh, if they had Kyrie Irving, this might be 5. But the Celtics are still talented. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know why no one's mentioning Jason Tatum, at least somewhat in the Rookie of the Year conversation. But I have the Celtics in 6. Up next, we have the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Miami Heat. And what we have our first sweep. I have the 76ers. They're on a rampage. I just don't. Miami is the worst when it comes to defense in the whole out of all the playoff teams. I'm pretty sure might be the whole league, probably just the playoff teams. And 76ers are doing beastly on offense. They got Fultz playing at a pretty good level, so they won't have Joel Embiid a few games I hear, but I still think they'll sweep them. So I got the 76ers in 4. Next up, we have the Cavaliers and Pacers, the 4th and 5th seed. I have the Cavaliers sweeping the Pacers just because that team doesn't really have that whole much of playoff experience. I guess Oladipo did make it last year, but it's a young team. And LeBron's, he's just gonna. I don't. LeBron definitely has no playoff experience. Obviously, that's a joke, but I mean, experience is gonna sweep them all the way there. So if that made sense, Cavaliers win this in 4. Next up, we're moving on to the semifinals. The first seed Rockets versus the 4th seed Thunder. I have the Rockets in 6. I think the Thunder can get 2 games. They just don't have that good of chemistry. I thought Melo should have come off the bench some of these games. I still think he should be off the bench. But Steven Adams is an above average center. He's actually a top 5 this year. When I say above average, don't mean like I'm talking like 14. I'm probably talking like top 5. But I still think the Rockets with their chemistry and 3-point shooting, and James Harden 10 out of 10 defense. That's another joke. But yeah, I have the Rockets winning this one in 6. It'll be their toughest probably moment of the whole season facing the Thunder in a 6-game series. Next up, we have the 2nd seed Warriors versus the 3rd seed Trailblazers. I have the Warriors sweeping the Trailblazers. They're going to get their momentum back. They're getting Curry back. So I have the Warriors in 4. Nothing really much to say. I do think though the Trailblazers will put up some good maybe one game of good fighting, but yeah, I just got the Warriors in 4. Next, we have the Toronto Raptors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. This was the hardest one I had to make. Odd, it's LeBron, so whenever LeBron's in the conversation, it's going to be hard no matter what. But this is my first 7-game series. I think the Cavs will win in 7. I want the Raptors to win because I think they would have a better. It would make it more interesting in the finals than the Cavs and Warriors again. But I want the Raptors to win. But I just think, the last 2 games LeBron's played the Raptors, what have happened? Bam, LeBron showed up. I think Kevin Love's healthy. Bam, I think they'll win in 7. But it ain't gonna be no easy one like the last 2 years in the playoffs. This one's gonna be their hardest matchup. And Raptors, at least you guys will put up a fight. All right. Next, I have the 2nd seed Celtics versus the 3rd seed 76ers. This is going to be another interesting one. Although the 76ers are going to basically destroy them in talent at the moment, I still think the Celtics will make it close because they have such a good system with Brad Stevens. I'm pretty sure that's their coach's name. And I just think Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Markelle Fultz now coming off. They got a good bench. They got good 3-point shooting. I mean, I have the 76ers winning this one in 6, which is going to set for an awesome Eastern Conference Finals. But first, the Western Conference Finals. Now, people are going to be like, what? The Rockets aren't going to lose like that. Yes, they will. It's the damn Warriors. They're going to be like, okay, you've had your share of being number 1, but we're here to take it. You don't match our talent, whatever. We're here to start a dynasty, bitches. That's what the Warriors are going to say, and that's really all I have to say. I have Warriors in 5. Rockets will get a win because, they're the Rockets, but that's it. All I have is them getting 1 win. Alright, Eastern Conference Finals. This might be the best. This will actually probably be the best series of the whole finals because of the whole playoffs. I have the Cavs in 4 because it's LeBron James. Gosh, LeBron James will have 2 straight 7-game series. You just can't go against LeBron. I mean, 8. He's gonna go to 8 or 7 straight finals. How do you go against him? It won't surprise me. I will say this. I can almost bet my channel that if LeBron's going to be taken out, it's going to be either by 2 teams and 2 teams only, and that is the 76ers or the Raptors. No other team is going to take LeBron out. But in this game, it's going to be a good series. It's going to come down to Game 7, and LeBron will win it on Philly's court. The NBA Finals. It's going to be so interesting, man. Warriors are just going to sweep them out. Obviously, that's a little hyperbole. But it's gonna be confirmed. LeBron would have played the Warriors in every possible situation, as in his first year, he played them in 6 games. Second, it was 7 games. Third year, it was 5 games. Now it's gonna be 4 games. So, hey, there you go, LeBron. I mean, or NBA. I don't know who that. Basically, there's no parity in the NBA. It's gonna be the Warriors, Cavs, 4 years in a row, and that is just my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment your reactions down below. And yeah, I actually really want to see who y'all think it will. And if you guys are really into it and not lazy, put your whole playoff bracket and who you think's gonna win in the comments. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This video was really fun to make, and peace.